Hi, my name is Maurizio Pugliese. I'm a child psychiatrist at UnityPoint Health. I am on a team of 6 psychiatrists at the inpatient child psychiatry unit. Communicating about suicide during a suicide prevention week is really important. Suicidal thoughts definitely are more common during the back-to-school season. The return to school for a lot of people represents the return of a lot of stressors that they had a break from during the summer. Suicidal thoughts often accompany signs and symptoms of depression. People may start to find less joy in things that they used to enjoy. There's also a theme of isolation. Depression tries to isolate you and cut you off from your loved ones and family members and other activities that are important to you. So you may be wondering how to go about having this conversation about suicide. And the important thing to know is that there's not one right way of doing this. The most important thing is that you're talking about it. Asking about suicide or even saying the word suicide is not going to be making it more likely that they'll have suicidal thoughts or that someone is going to act on those thoughts. It opens the door for that conversation. I will also say that you want to have this conversation in a very open and supportive way and not be judgmental, and try and keep the focus on listening first. There's often a reflex to try and fix something or tell them what they need to do. It's important to start with listening and being really open and supportive. It's also going to be important to try and understand the thoughts a little bit more specifically. There is a range of suicidal thoughts. On one end, they can be very passive and not specific. Thoughts like, I wish I would fall asleep and not wake up. Or they can be more specific and more intense with a plan to act on these thoughts in some way. If you are concerned about your safety or the safety of one of your loved ones, there are a few actions you can take now. Number one, I would say, is reach out. Think about your support network. It could be family, parents, friends, a school teacher or counselor or therapist. There's a suicide hotline, which you can just dial 988. You could also call 911. Another topic that we talk about a lot is called means restriction, basically restricting access to means for suicide. So if someone is having thoughts about hurting themselves, taking away the most harmful objects that could be in a home, like medications or firearms, securing those or removing them from the house completely can be a really important and life-saving measure. It does get better. Every day is another opportunity. Every year is a new opportunity. To know that there are people around you who can help. And there's a lot of other people in your community who want to help you through this and who understand that this is not easy, that this is hard, it's a stressful time, and we want to help.